Welcome to today's podcast. We're going to talk about a very familiar, but also very dangerous phenomenon, the crowd effect. Have you ever found yourself getting caught up in a stream of angry comments, sharing unverified information, or simply agreeing with an opinion just because everyone else agrees? If so, you're probably a victim or even a catalyst of the crowd effect. The crowd effect is when people act in groups out of fear of being different, fear of being excluded, or simply believing that if many people do it, it must be right. And that's when reason starts to give way to instinct. It's dangerous because it kills individual criticism. When someone is accused, if enough people jump in to criticize, very few people dare to ask, is this true? Is there a second-hand information? The crowd doesn't need the truth. They need someone to vent their anger on. And so, in just a few hours, a person can go from being a normal person to being an online criminal. The crowd effect also happens in shopping, investing, or even in politics. People follow trends, FOMO, pour money into coins, NFTs, or criticize a brand simply because they see others doing it. But when everything collapses, no one is responsible. The crowd has no name. It is even more dangerous when the crowd creates a false sense of right and wrong. When you see 1,000 people criticizing someone, your brain starts to think, that person must be wrong. But the truth is that none of those 1,000 people know enough information. They are just repeating each other. And that loop, each time, it gets bigger until it drowns out reason. So how to escape the crowd effect? First, learn to stop before reacting. Don't share, comment, or cancel someone just because the majority is doing it. Ask yourself, do I understand the situation? If someone did that to me, how would I feel? Second, stand up for yourself, even if it's against the majority. Not to fight the world, but to protect the truth within yourself. And finally, remember, the crowd is fickle. Today they cheer, tomorrow they turn their backs. But it's you, the person listening to these words, who decides what you believe and who you are. Thank you for listening. If you find this podcast useful, please share it so more people understand the power and the dangers of crowd effects.